Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, and as usual in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. Today, I've planned to start our new series where instead of giving questions related to that particular company, what I'm planning to start up putting up questions, frequently asked question on different examination platform. To start with, I'm starting with My Anatomy platform, and its regularly asked pattern is what they call it is MAPIT. I would be talking about numerical ability questions which are regularly frequently asked question on this platform, My Anatomy and MAPIT. You must be wondering that which all are the different companies which we got to see on this particular platform. These are the name of few of them. Like participating companies include Global Edge, Bitwise Global, EPAM, LG Soft India, Thrive Digital, CDK Global, Matrix Stream, Object Edge, and many more. But I have selected these few because I also want to discuss the pattern which they are following, these company. Spare some time along with me so that you can also see what are the different pattern they are using. See, My Anatomy MAPIT platform gives these companies support, and if the company want that we want 8 question or 10 question or 15 question from the particular section, they do it accordingly. Like for Global Edge, the test is for 50 and 75 minutes. It should be done. Analytical and aptitude, 15 question would be asked, for which 25 minutes is given. Logical reasoning, 15 question is asked, for 20 minutes is given. And for C language and operating system, 20 MCQs are asked, for which 30 minutes are given. And the level of question asked in Global Edge is from medium to difficulty level is high. That's why for 15 question they are giving you 25 minutes. Let's take one more participating company, Bitwise Global. Here we need to move really very fast. It's fast and furious type of examination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 55, and this is 1 hour 5 minutes. 2 hours 5 minutes total examination is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sections which include abstract reasoning. 6 questions need to be done in 10 minutes. Then you would be able to switch off to the next section. Analytical ability. Abstract reasoning is all about non-verbal reasoning. Analytical ability is about verbal reasoning. Numerical ability is quants that we know. Data analysis here means data interpretation. Bitwise Global asks question in the name of data analysis. Here 8 questions are there. Numerical 8 questions are there which need to be done in 10 minutes, and difficulty level is actually from medium to bit high. Bit high. You need to be more fast and furious with this particular company, I think. Then verbal ability 8 questions, hands-on programming 3 programming question you need to answer in 60 minutes, and then MCQs on SQL. Next participating company we have is CDK Global. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again 6 sections and timing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 hour gone, 1.5 hour. All sections are of 15 minutes, and in all sections they are asking 10 questions. Database management, HTML, JavaScript, data structure, all are technical MCQs. Quantitative aptitude, 5 from quants and 5 from reasoning. And communication skill is all about verbal ability. Verbal ability, English communication question. One more participating company we have is Matrix Stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 sections need to be answered in 1 hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes. You need to start with section 1, then section 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have programming, operating system, technology, coding, all technical. Aptitude and analytical, 10 MCQs, only 15 minutes, and they divide it like 5 from quantitative aptitude and 5 from general reasoning, be it verbal and non-verbal reasoning. One more participating company that we have is Thrive Digital. On the channel you will also find individual separate sessions related to these particular companies. You can also see that to dwell deeper into the actual questions, but here in this new series, which I plan to start, which I'm starting with you right now, I will come up with all different platform questions. Thrive Digital 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sections, 15 gone. It is a 2-hour test. Aptitude 10 MCQ 15 minutes, analytical 10 MCQ 15 minutes, English, that is verbal, data interpretation straight away. So this first 1 hour is basically aptitude that we call it. And the second hour is coding, 2 codes you need to write. Great. One more participating company that we have is LG Soft India. They have 1 hour test, aptitude 15 question, which includes both quants and reasoning, and testing questions are there, which are again technical. I'm not much about it. 15 MCQ need to be answered in 30 minutes. So on this note, let's begin solving few frequently asked question. Part 1, the first part of the session begins now, where I would be solving out 20 good, that would be medium to difficult type of questions. And then in the second season, second part, or the second version of this My Anatomy Method, we would be coming up with more questions which are from lower level to medium level of questions which are asked on this particular platform. Do follow and do subscribe to the channel before we start. So on this happy note, let's begin now. Okay, let's see the next one on the screen. The Bangalore office of Google has 1200 executives. Of these, 880 subscribe to the Times magazine and 650 subscribe to the Economist. Each executive may subscribe to either the Times or the Economist or both. They are bound to subscribe. They have subscribed to either Times or Economist or both. If any executive is picked at random, what is the probability that he has subscribed for both the magazines? So we need to first find out that how many people have subscribed to both the magazines. So we can use probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. We are looking out for this probability of A intersection B. So A intersection B would be PA. For probability for A, let A be the number of people who have subscribed to Times magazine, that would be 880, plus PB, let this be B, event B, number of people who have subscribed to Economist, 650, minus A union B. A union B means the total number of executives. A union B, in this case, is 1200. All divided by 1200, because this is probability of any occurrence of any event is given by favorable outcome divided by total outcome. So it is 8 and 6, 1400, minus 200, 200, and 130, that is 330 by 1200. So 311 and 40. Required probability is 11 by 40, which is there in option B. Okay, the next one, the average age of 8 persons in a committee is increased by 2 years. So suppose average age initially was X, now it has become X plus 2. When 2 men aged 35 years and 45 years are substituted by 2 women. So total before the substitution was 8 into X, 8X. Now these 2 men gone out, minus 35 minus 45, and instead of them 2 women moves in. Find the average age of the 2 women. Let the average age of the 2 women be W, then their total age is 2W. This should be equals to, number of people doesn't change, 8 minus 2 plus 2. 8, but average changes to X plus 2. Now if we solve this, we can find the value of W. 8X, 8X gone, 2W minus 80, yes, equals 16. So W should be 80 plus 16 is 96 by 2, that is 48. Average age of the two women that been replaced for these two men is 48. Option B fits in. The cost of a wine to a grower is $342,000. The company sells the wine at a market price of 20% excess of cost. That means selling price would be 342,000 increase 20% into 1.2. Alexander buys the wine at a discount of 10%. That means he have paid 90% of this. Discount is 10%. That means only payment is 90% of what was the marked price from the company outlet. Further, he manages to get extra discount of 5%. That means actually he is paying 95% of what he was supposed to pay after 10% discount. This is what he have paid Alexander for that particular wine. He sells, now this is the cost price of Alexander. He sells the wine making a loss of 2%. That means his recovery rate is only 98%. So this is what he have collected after selling this wine. This is Alexander's return or Alexander's income which he have received. He invests an amount equal to the greatest multiple of 100 lesser than the price he sold the wine for. Let us see that first what we get. If we multiply these all, we'll get 343,874 plus or 0.16 or 17. So now he is investing this much amount in multiples of 100 lesser than the price he sold the wine for. That means he have invested 343,800 in multiples of 100 and the amount should be less than what he get in return. In 3.3% of $100 stock at $90. He have invested this much amount in a stock which is actually selling in the market for 90. That means number of stock purchased are 343,800 divided by 90. That would come at 3820. 3820 number of stock he have purchased. Now this stock is giving what? Find the dividend that he earns from the stock. One stock is actually of face value $100, which is giving in return 3.3%. That means dividend from one stock is 3.3% of 100, that is $3.3. So total dividend collected by Alexander is 3820 into 3.3. So 382 into 333.6, it would be 12,606. This is the total dividend collected by Alexander from his stock. $12,606. Option D is the fit. Okay, the next one. The average temperature for Wednesday, Thursday and Friday was 40. That means sum of these three should be 40 into 3. That is 120. The average temperature for Thursday, Friday and Saturday is 41. So total for these three is 41 into 3, 123. If the temperature on Saturday was 42, that means temperature of Thursday plus Friday is 123 minus 42, that is 81. What was the temperature on Wednesday? We can use this now. Temperature on Wednesday is 120 minus sum of temperature of Thursday and Friday, that is 81. 120 minus 80, 40 minus 1. 39 degrees centigrade is temperature on Wednesday. Option A is the fit. Two taps are running continuously to fill a tank. The first tap could fill it in 5 hours. by itself, and the second one by itself could fill it in 20 hours. Okay, AB. But the operator failed to realize that there was a leak in the tank from the beginning, which caused a delay of 1 hour in the filling of the tank. Now, let's see that if there was no leak, and these two pipes are working together, then in how much time they can fill the tank. And the formula for that we know is very clear. You may go through rule number 8, the CM rule from our rule book. Link is given in the description. And what does it say? When we are adding two things in time and work, formula to be used is product by sum. So 100 by 25 is 4 hours. If both are working together, they would be filling up this tank in 4 hours. But due to the leak, it takes 1 more hour in filling the tank. That means due to the leak, time required to fill the tank is 5 hours. These two together can fill it in 4 hours, and because of the leak, x minus y. Why I'm calling it minus y? Because leak means outlay. Now the time required is 5. I need to subtract these two equations to find the value of y. And what is the formula we use for subtraction from rule 8? It is product by difference. That is 20 by 1. 20. Now what is this 20? 20 hours is the time taken up by the leak to empty the filled tank. Go through rule 8. Two simple formula of addition, AB by A plus B at the time of adding, and subtraction, AB by B minus A at the time of subtraction, are used in tandem to find the answer to this question. The time in which leak would empty a filled tank is 20 hours. Option B is the pick. The cost of canvas for painting increased by 30%. Canvas increased by 30%. And the cost of colors increased by 20%. The selling price of the painting increases by 60%. The canvas and the cost of colors originally formed 40% and 60% of the total cost. So let the total cost initially was 100, then canvas cost was 40 and colors cost is 60. Now we go back again to the question. Cost of canvas increased by 30%. So into 1.3, 52. Cost of canvas is now 52, and color increased by 20%. 1.2, 12. Colors is 72. Now the cost become 52 plus 72, 124. If the original profit percentage was 1/4 of the original cost of color, original cost of color was taken as 60, 1/4 is 15. That means profit percent original was 15%. That was 15% of 100, that is 15. That means original selling price was 115. Now it is also given that selling price increases by 60%. Okay, so new selling price is 115 into 1.6 or 16 by 10. That comes to 184. That is the new selling price. Find the approximate new profit percentage. New selling price is 184. New cost price is 124. So new profit is 184 minus 124. That is 60. So new profit percentage is profit divided by cost into 100. So it is 124 and 50% of 124 is 62. That means this should be less than 50%. It cannot be 50% or more than 50%. It is 48.39%. In a certain lottery, the prize is rupees 1 crore. Okay, 1 crore. and 5,000 tickets have been sold. What is the expectation of a man who holds 10 tickets? Expectation is given by X, this is the amount of the ticket, into the probability that he would be able to win it. So X is rupees 1 crore and probability that he would be able to win it is, what is the chances of his tickets winning the amount? He have got only 10 tickets out of 5,000 tickets. So it would be 10 by 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2. So it is 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. 20,000 rupees is his expected money. His expectation is rupees 20,000. Option A fits in. A farmer deposits rupees 1,000 at simple interest in a bank, and at the end of 3 years he receives a total amount of 1210. That means simple interest received in 3 years is 1210 minus 1,000, that is 210 in 3 years. That means simple interest received in 1 year is 70 rupees. Over 1,000, that means interest rate is 70 by 1,000 into 100. That is 7%. Done, this point. He later finds out that he produced his ID proof. If he produced his ID proof, he would have got an extra 3% interest. With ID proof, interest rate would have been 7 plus 3, that is 10%. Now what next? What will be the new rate of interest? Done. We have already calculated it. The new rate of interest is 10% and that is in option C. %25 of Mohit's annual salary, that is M by 4, 25% means 1/4, is equal to 80% of Sujok's annual salary. Sujok's 80% means 4 by 5. That means M by S is 16 by 5. Now again, Sujo's monthly salary. Okay, here monthly salary is given. So monthly salary means S by 12 because S is Sujok's annual salary. Sujok's monthly salary is 40%, that is 4 by 10 of Dhanush monthly salary, D by 12. Let me do it, D by 12. 12, 12 gone. S by D is 4 by 10 or 2 by 5. So now let us combine these ratio. MSD, it is 16:5 and SD is 2:5. Then by using the rule 5 of joint ratio, we can find 2 into 16 is 32, 2 into 5 is 10 and 5 into 5 is 25. Please go through rule 5, link is there in the description to find this joint ratio in no time. This is the ratio of their salaries. If Dhanu's annual salary is 6 lakh, that means 25x is equals to 6 lakh. Then what is Mohit's monthly salary? This is 32. Yes, 16 into 2 is 32. Pardon me for writing 13, but it is 32. What is Mohit's monthly salary? Mohit's monthly salary is 32x. So we need to find the value of 32x. That is 6 lakh divided by 25 into 32. So 6 into 4 is 24. This would be 32 into 24,000. 8, that should be 7,68,000. Mohit's monthly salary is what they are asking. Dhanush annual salary was 6 lakhs. Mohit's annual salary is 7,68,000. So monthly salary would be 7,68,000 divided by 12. That should be 64,000. Option D is the pick. Now how I have calculated this quickly? It is just I have divided this by 12. 24,000 by 12 is 2,000. 32 into 2,000 is 64,000. Option D is the fit. Okay, another one from time and distance, time, speed, distance, and the logic here used, or formula, which is like always used in time, speed, and distance. Speed is equals to distance by time. That's it. Let's see what is the question. If a man walks at 3 km per hour, he is late to his office by 20 minutes. Okay, let the distance be d. Then if speed is 3, then you would be taking 20 minutes more time. Time taken would be t plus 20 by 60, where t is the normal time taken at normal speed. If he increases his speed to 6 kph, he reaches the office 30 minutes early. That means d by 6 is actual time taken minus 30 by 60. The distance of his office from the starting point. We just need to solve this. If we deduct these two, we can get the answer straight away. D by 3 minus D by 6 equals TT gone. 20 by 60 plus 30 by 60, that would be 50 by 60. So D common. 6 minus 3 upon 3 into 6 equals 5 by 6. Gone. This is 3 gone. D equals to 5 kilometers. Distance of his office from the starting point is 5 kilometers. We have that in option A. Okay, so next one is the regularly asked question on probability. You may find these kind of question every now and then on this Mapit platform. A can hit a target 4 times in 5 shots. That means probability of A hitting the target is 80%, 4 by 5. And B can hit 3 times in 4 shots. Probability of B is 3 by 4. And C can hit twice in 3 shots. So probability of C is 2 by 3. When they fire together, obviously these are independent events, what is the probability that at least 2 shots hit the target? At least 2 shots hit the target means either 2 people hitting the target or all 3 people hitting the target. This can be solved as total cases probability, that is 1 minus no one hitting the target minus any one of them hitting the target. Any way you can do it. Either you choose for 2 people hitting the target and 3 people hitting the target, or 1 minus probability no one hitting the target and probability only one hitting the target. Let's do it from this side. Any 2 people hitting the target, that means probability of A hitting, B hitting and C missing, or probability of A hitting, B missing and C hitting the target, or probability of A missing, B hitting and C hitting the target, plus all 3 hitting the target means probability of all 3 hitting A, B, C. And since they are independent event, we may calculate it accordingly. Probability of A is 4 by 5, B is 3 by 4. We know that in independent event, all the individual probability get multiplied. And C missing is 1 minus 2 by 3, that is 1 by 3. B missing is 1 minus 1 by 3 by 4 is 1 by 4. And A missing is 1 minus 4 by 5, that is 1 by 5. So C missing would be 1 by 3. So let it be 12 upon 20 into 3 is 60. For the second part, A hitting 4 by 5, B missing 1 by 4 and C hitting 2 by 3, that is 8 by 60. A missing would be 1 by 5. I'm working out this third part. Into B hitting 3 by 4, C hitting 2 by 3, that is 6 by 60. And all 3 hitting the target would be 4 by 5 into 3 by 4 into 2 by 3, that is 24 by 60. So this would be 30, 40, 50. 50 by 60. So the probability that at least 2 shots hit the target is 5 by 6, and that is in option B. Now you may also ask if you want to do like this. What is the probability that no one is hitting the target? Means all three are missing. 1 by 5 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. That is 1 by 60. Any one hitting the target, let's start with A hitting the target, 4 by 5. And then B and C are missing it. That would be 1 by 4 into 1 by 3, 4 by 60. Then B hitting the target, 3 by 4, and A missing, C missing, would be 3 by 60. C hitting the target and A missing, B missing, would be 2 by 60. So let's add the 1, 5 and 5, 10. So this is 10 by 60 or 1 by 6. So 1 minus 1 by 6 will also give you 5 by 6. 5 by 6 is the answer. This platform is also famous for asking questions from height and distance. I've seen that if like 10-15 question pattern is there, or even for 8 to 10 question, they end up putting up one question from height and distance where a bit of trigonometrical knowledge would be required. The angle of elevation of a tower, okay, so let's have a tower, from a point A on the ground is 30 degrees. So this is 30 degree. Done. This is tower. On moving a distance of 20 meters towards the foot of the tower to point B, we are moving towards the foot of the tower. This is point B and this is 20 meters. The angle of elevation increases to x degrees. Okay, this becomes x degrees. If the distance from B to foot of the tower is half of AB, AB is 20, so this distance is 10. Let me mark this as C and then this as D. Then the height of the tower and the angle will be what? Okay, if I look at triangle DCB, we know the perpendicular by base equals to tan theta. That means tan x degree is equals to h by 10. And now in triangle DCA, again tan 30 degree will be equals to perpendicular by base. Base in this case is 20 plus 10, that is 30. Now we can equate for h, tan into tan x degree equals 30 into tan 30 degree, that is 1 by root 3. So this becomes root 3, and root 3 is nothing but tan 60 degree. That means x is nothing but 60 degrees. We also need the height of the tower. Great. We can put this x 60 degree here and we can find the height of the tower. So height of the tower is 10 times tan 60 degree. Now 10 times tan 60 degree root 3, 1.732, that is 17.32 meter. So height of the tower is 17.32 meter and angle x is 60 degree. Option D fits in. Proportion of Yufti's age to Ganguly's age is 4:3. So let it be 4x and 3x. Yufti and Ganguly. Yufti will be 26 years old after 6 years. Means 4x plus 6 is 26. 4x is equals to 20. X is 5. That means age of Ganguly now is 15. What is the age of Ganguly now? That is 15 years. Option C is the pick. Okay, again the question on averages are also quite famous. Out of 8 to 12 question, one question will be there from averages and of this style only, and different variants also, which we'll try to cover up also maybe in this session or another session which is again due after this. The average age of a class of 20 students is 20 years. That means total age now is 20 into 20, that is 400. We know that summation x is given by n into x bar, and the numbers x bar is the mean or the average. When the age of the teacher is also included, so suppose we are also including age of the teacher, that is t, the average will be increased by 2 years. New average will become 20 plus 2, that is 22, and new number of people will become 20 plus 1 because one more teacher is added, that is 21. So 400 plus t would be equals to 21 into 22. So now 21 into 22, 4, this is 462. That means 400 plus t is 462. Age of the teacher should be 462 minus 400, that is 62 years. Now, what is the question? What is the age of the teacher? Teacher is 62 years. Option D is the pick. Okay, again a classical one from ratios, I guess. Brownie and Rawls were looking at the price of an apartment. The price of the apartment was 20% more than Rawls had in savings. Okay, so price of apartment is 1.2, 20% more means multiplication factor of 1.2, then Rawls savings. And separately the same price was also 80% more than Brownies had in their savings. Means this A is also equals to 1.8 of Brownies savings. What is the ratio of what Brownie had in savings to what Rawls had in savings? Means we need to find the value of BS by RS. So we know that 1.8 or 18 by 10 B is equals to 12 by 10 R. I need the value of B by S or B by R, sorry. B and R savings is 12 by 18, 6 times 2, 6 times 3. Required ratio is 2:3 that we have in option A. If you can see that I've tried to pick up all questions from different topics of arithmetic and whatsoever is asked on this platform. So this one is from, again, ratio, proportion, investment, or we can say from partnership. Manoj got rupees 60,000 as his share out of a total profit of 90,000, which he and Ramesh earned at the end of 1 year. Manoj gets 60,000 and Ramesh gets 30,000. That means the ratio in which they have got it is 2:1. If Manoj invested 2 lakh, Manoj investment is 2 lakh for 6 months. That means this will be his weighted investment. Whereas Ramesh invested his whole amount, let Ramesh invested R for the whole year. That means this is his weighted investment. Weighted investment of M is 2 lakh into 6, that is 12 lakh. And weighted investment of Ramesh is 12R. What was the amount invested by Ramesh? Great. We know that the ratio in which the weighted investments are done is the ratio of profit or loss sharing. That means 12 lakh by 12R is equals to 2 by 1. This will go, we'll get 1 lakh. R equals 1 lakh divided by 2, 50,000. What was the amount invested by Ramesh? Ramesh have invested 50,000. 50 into 12 will give 6 and 2:1. Option D is the pick. The sides of a triangle are 8, 15 and 17 centimeter respectively. 8, 15 and 17. Great. A new triangle is made by joining the midpoints of all the sides. Midpoint, and if we join them in tandem, a new triangle is made. This process continues for infinite. That means again in new triangle midpoints are joined, again midpoints are joined. Then the area of all the triangles so made will be what? A classical question where 2-3 kinds of properties and formation we need to know and that we will be using. Number 1, if area of the main triangle ABC is A, then area of the second triangle, this, let it be A1, B1 and C1 will be half of the original triangle because we are joining in the midpoints. That means second area that we get is A by 2. The next area of this triangle number 3 will be half of triangle number 2, which is eventually half of triangle number 1. That means its area would be A by 4. And this series will continue till infinity. Why? Because we can have infinite number of triangles moving in. Now if I take common A, I need the sum of all these area. I'm left with 1 plus half is square, then half cube till infinity. If we look closely, this is nothing but an infinite GP series. And in case of infinite GP series, sum till infinity is given by A upon 1 minus R, where mod R is less than 1. Here in this series, we can see that A is equals to 1, that is the first term, and common ratio R is half divided by 1, that is half, which is less than 1. That means this summation would be equals to 1 upon 1 minus half, that is 1 by half. 1 by half is equals to 2. The area of all the triangles so made will be 2 times A. Answer is twice the area of the base triangle ABC. Now our job is just to find the area of base triangle ABC. For that we can use the Heron formula. A semi-perimeter is 8 plus 15 plus 17 by 2. That would be 25, 35, 40. 40 by 2 is 20. So area A would be S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So this is 20 is 2 into 2, 4 into 5. Yes, and 12 is 2 into 2, 4 into 3 into 5 into 3. So we have 4 into 5 into 3. 5 into 3 is 15 into 4 is 60. So the area of all the triangles so made would be 60 into 2, 120 square centimeter. Option none of the above follows. Okay, question from ages, I guess. Abhi is 30 years younger than his mother Jaya. So we have Abhi and Jaya on the timeline. Present case. Present, let the age of Jaya is X, then age of Abhi is X minus 30. 5 years ago, that means minus 5. Age of Jaya would be X minus 5 and Abhi would be X minus 30 minus 5, X minus 35. Abhi was 1/4 as old as his mother was. That means X minus 35 is 1/4 of X minus 5. We can solve this. 4X minus 140 equals X minus 5. 3X equals 135, 140 minus 5. Therefore, X is 135 by 3, 12, 4 times and 5. Value of X is 45. How old is Abhi today? Present age of Abhi is X minus 30, that is 45 minus 30, 15 years. Present age of Abhi is 15 years, that is in option D. And a question from time and work बनता है ना? Raju is twice as good as Vijay. That means if Raju takes X days to complete a work, Vijay will take 2x days to complete the same work. Together, they finish the work in 14 days. Now, if I need to add Raju and Vijay's time to work on the same piece, we know that format using our rule 8 rather, CM rule. Please go through all the rules in arithmetic from the rule book, rule 1 to rule 9 to dwell deeper into the concepts of arithmetic so that whenever you are using these rules, your life at working these questions will become ease. And the link is there in the description, you know that. So rule says, if we are adding A days with B days and both are working together, then the time taken by them would be AB upon A plus B straight away. So A into B is 2x square, by A plus B is 3x. This is equals to 14 days according to the given data. X gone, so X is 14 into 3 by 2, that is 21. Now the question is, Vijay alone do the same work. Vijay alone do the same work in 2x days. 21 into 2 is 42 days. And if Raju's work is asked, Raju's time is asked, it would be 21 days. But here Vijay's work time is asked, it would be 42 days. Option D fits in. Again, link for all the rules are there in the description. Please go through all the rules so that life at arithmetic becomes magical. So in this session, I have handpicked 20 odd questions, and I'll come back again with another session on MPIT that we know with more question on it. But these were the 20 handpicked question, and this is again a very beautiful question which is regularly asked in many platforms, on many platforms minded. And obviously we will be using our rule from the magical rule book. The price of a commodity rises from 6 per kg to 7.5 per kg. If the expenditure cannot increase, the percentage of reduction in consumption is what? What is the increase in the price? Increase in the price is 1.50 over 6, that is 1 by 4. And our rule 1, line changing rule, says what? That if P increases by 1 by 4 or A by B, then Q should go down by A upon A plus B, so that P into Q, that is expenditure, remain unchanged. That's it. If P goes up by 1 by 4, Q should come down by 1 upon 1 plus 4, that is 1 by 5. And 1 by 5 is 20%. To dwell deeper into the concepts of Rule 1, link is there in the description. You know that. Use it. Use it. Or if you want to go with the traditional method to understand how it works, we can use our, this is the price, 6 rupees. It increases to 7.5. Let the quantity initially used was 7.5 kg. Now the quantity we need to use to keep the expenditure same would be 6 kg only, isn't it? Initial expenditure 6 into 7.5, final expenditure 6 into 7.5. That means consumption initially was 7.5 kg, now it becomes 6 kg. Fall in consumption is 1.5 kg. Over what? Over 7.5. 1.5 over 7.5 is how much? 1 by 5. 15 into 5, 75. 1 by 5 means 20%. Whatever way you want. This is short traditional. This is actually no pen pencil method. Please go through rule 1 and keep on practicing it. Option C is the pick.